And it doesn't matter if you're an architect, if you're an engineer, if you're an acoustic consultant, we all go through, and drawings is kind of this medium in which we produce a deliverable. And so I want to share a quick story. I was working on a project, and it was about 11:30 at night, and I was completely burned out. It was the end of the deadline. I talked to my architect. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna go home and get a shower and come back in the morning. We'll hit print, get this thing out the door. He's like, that's fine. I'll see you in the morning. And I came back in the morning, and he was sitting in his same desk. He had the same clothes on. He had a bag of Doritos on his desk. The only thing that really changed was the smell. And he had this orange handprint on his shirt from where he had reached into the Dorito bags, and I'm sure like scratched his shoulder or something. And I was like, hey man, you didn't go home last night, did you? And he's like, no, I didn't. And so this is kind of the dilemma that we're in on these projects. And many architects are getting burned out because of the process that we have to go through in producing a deliverable. And so when I started Evolve Lab, I asked the question, is there a better way? Like, could I actually try to solve this problem? And so we started creating proof of concepts, and we developed this tool called Glyph to kind of help with this process. With the advent of artificial intelligence as well, we wanted to see if there's a way that we could hook up some kind of component to this automation as well using AI. And so using an LLM, a large language model, we built out Glyph Copilot. And so within here, now very similar to ChatGPT or Midjourney, you can go through and prompt. And so in this example, I'm asking the AI to create elevations of my rooms 103 through 107. Now what's kind of interesting about this kind of aha moment I had is where we're kind of used to a traditional user interface where I got to click 103, 104, 105, 106, 107. In here, because I can say elevate rooms 103 through 107, it understands that because it's a large language model. It's a communication tool. And so it's actually elevating. So I could also say, hey, elevate or create enlarged plans of all my kitchens and bathrooms. And it could go through and do that as well. So you can see it's creating the elevations. This is showing the example if you want to do enlarged plans. So again, you prompt it, and then it creates your enlarged plans. And here it's creating the sheets. So again, this is a more exhaustive example. This one I'm asking it to create sheets 101 through 125. So again, this would take a long time to select kind of all of those in a traditional user interface. So it's somewhat gimmicky, but it's also very useful in other regards in this example where you can kind of start to say, I wanted to do this task on this set of series. And so it's going through and creating those sheets. Same thing with the auto dimensioning. You can ask it to dimension floor plans. You can also dimension and elevate not just one view, but multiple views or multiple sheets. So here you can see like it's dimensioning not just one elevation, but I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elevations on here. I could have 10 elevations per sheet, 1,000 sheets. It doesn't care. It'll go through and run on all 1,000 sheets for you. So it saves an immense amount of time on that. Also tagging and dimensioning grid lines for curtain walls. One thing that you also don't get with native Revit out of the box is having like a consistent offset, for all of your curtain wall dimensions. With this, you can say all the dimensions are supposed to be, 1 foot above the curtain wall and 1 foot to the east of it, and it'll, stack them equally, and so you get this really beautiful dimensioning that we kind of have lost, going from from hand drafting to computer-aided drafting. So you kind of get that consistency in there as well.